Hey guys, this is your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's backing out and did it again one more time. Listen, this is the perfect time to become a developer, okay? If you have been thinking about it, if you've been trying to figure out what is the best way to get into this industry, is it worth it? Are there going to be jobs after Corona? All of the things that's going through your head, man. Everything that's going through your head, man, throw that out the window, bro. This is the perfect time to become a developer, okay? A lot of you guys have a lot of time at home. It's quarantine season. So what does that mean? That means that you have the time to actually invest in yourself and actually go out of your way to start studying this thing, okay? You might be thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? Am I going to be able to get into this industry without a degree? Do I need a college degree? Do I need to go to a boot camp? Do I need to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to learn this thing? And in reality, nope, you don't need it, right? You don't need to go to college. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars in a boot camp. You don't need to go anywhere, like literally from your house, okay, from your house, from your comfort of your home, from you even just like watching Netflix and doing something with a laptop on the side, like you can learn this, okay? So why am I talking about this topic? So today I logged into my Instagram account and I noticed that I have about 12 people that I haven't answered to. I try to go in weekly and answer all of my DMs, but I have 12 people, right? It might not seem like a lot, but 12 people is a lot, right? In 1 week that have gotten hired as developers. Now, most of my friends right now, they're at home. They don't have a job. They either lost their job or their jobs is not essential. Now, what's funny is that while people's out here struggling and trying to figure out how they're going to get a job, there's people that's out here just by learning a skill at home and they're getting jobs, okay? Getting the bag, getting the money, okay? That's what we're here for. I don't know about you, that's what I'm here for, right? I'm here to make that money and make that bag, okay? And that's the beauty of it, right? You come in here with a goal and you say, hey man, wouldn't it be cool to be able to earn, you know, 60, $70,000 starting, okay, with no degree. There's people that go to college and don't even have that, like they don't even get to that point until like 4 or 5 years later in whatever career they've been working on, right? But for you to be able to get 60, $70,000 or even $50,000 starting with no experience in the middle of a pandemic, that tells you something. That tells you that this is the way to go, right? Lately, I've been talking about Shopify and the power that Shopify gives you by being able to become a Shopify developer, right? And it's crazy because 2 out of the 12 people that got hired and have sent me emails, they're working as Shopify developers right now. Okay, like that's crazy, right? And I just released this course. I just recently released this course on my website. If you guys don't know, I have a website called CodingPhase.com where I basically teach you everything that you need to learn to become a developer. And I also have things called career bundles where we focus on a specific niche in development. Okay, and it's crazy how so many people are jumping into this. They're jumping into this and they're getting the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that's in here. You know what I mean? Like shout out to Dante Silva. He's one of them that actually is working right now as a developer, and he came in, did what he needed to do, and now he's working. He's actually here in the chat room. Shout out to you, Dante. Thank you for DMing me. It was crazy because he actually DM'd me like a week and a half ago, and I just got to his DM today. Same thing with all the other 12 people, the other 11 people that sent me DMs. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you guys as soon as possible, but I try to go and answer everybody's DM in order that they send it. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how, there's a lot of people who are struggling out here and they don't know what careers they should go into. They don't know if they could get into the tech industry. Guys, it starts with HTML. If you don't know what HTML is all over the web. Pretty much. It's the programming language, right? Or the markup language of the web. It's super simple to understand. Okay. There's tags. Okay. You put things inside of tags, right? Just to make it simple for you guys, right? You put things inside of tags. Hey, you want to put an image, you put it inside of image tag. Oh, you want to put a header, you put it into a H1 or H2 header tag. You want to create a paragraph, you put it inside of a paragraph tag. It's as simple as that. CSS. What is CSS? It's the way how we actually give the colors, how we align things, how we organize our web pages. Okay, those things are essentials, right? Those are the foundations. Those are things that you need to learn, and they're simple to learn. And there's a lot of opportunities that you can get just with that HTML, CSS. Okay, from there you could go and learn JavaScript. JavaScript is what makes your website interactive. You ever been to a website and you see like something moving, like sliding, or you might see a pop-up? That's done with JavaScript. You know what I'm saying? Like JavaScript in itself is a programming language, and what you do with it is just manipulate the DOM. The DOM is your web page. Okay, it's very simple to learn. You know, you can learn all of this within 2 months if you actually go hard, right? What do I mean by going hard? By actually putting in a minimum of 3 hours a day, 5 hours in a weekend. Guys, remember this. There's people that's going to go to college and switch careers, and they're going to have to do 4 years of school. What other career can you get into by putting in, let's say, I don't know, how much is that? 15 hours on the week, right? And then from there on the weekend, you put in another 25 hours a week for 2 months. What career can you get into that you're going to be able to get as much money as a developer, as many benefits as a developer, being able to learn how to have a skill that you can use for yourself? So not only can you work for other people, but you can put it to work for yourself, right? Where you could do freelancing, you could create your own applications. Like, the amount of money and the amount of opportunities that you can get out of this is endless. The sky is the limit. Literally, the sky is the limit. Okay, I know you guys have heard of Mark Zuckerberg, freaking, you got Steve Jobs, freaking, who else? Bill Gates. I'm just throwing some names that people might know. But in reality, you can get to that point too, right? And it just happens to be that if you come up with an idea that changes the world, you could become the next Mark Zuckerberg. Now, I'm not saying that you are going to be. I'm not trying to guarantee you and be like, hey guys, you're going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. You're going to be a billionaire. That's like winning the lottery. But what I can guarantee you is that you can come into an industry, be able to make a very good living, take care of your family, take care of yourself. You know, I know plenty of developers that make over $100,000, per year. And to be honest with you, that's like double, almost triple the salary that somebody earns in most jobs out here. Okay. Me, myself, I used to work in every type of bullshit job that you could think of, like working in a meal mart, working in the freaking freezer, cutting up meat. I worked in warehouses. I worked as a parking lot attendant. I worked as retail, right? Selling freaking products to people, money exchange. I've done a million things, okay? But none of those jobs were going to be able to take care of me or my family. Now today, like some of you guys right now, you're in a position where you're free. You're dolo, right? You're by yourself. You have no kids. You have no family. You pretty much have not that much responsibility. But all of those things are gonna come. I mean, that's human nature, okay? And when they do come, you want to be prepared. You want to have a career. The worst thing that you can do is just be a person that's out here who is not having enough money to take care of their own families or take care of themselves or be able to take a vacation or being able to go and travel somewhere or be able to say, you know what, I don't want to work here in this city or this state. I have enough savings to be able to go to another city and get another job, right? So one of the reasons why most people never move from their hometown is because they don't have a career where they can actually just switch up and say, hey man, I could find a job anywhere. You know, one thing that's good about like being a nurse or being a doctor or being like, let's say, a lawyer, or even like, even a teacher, right? It's the fact that that's a skill, that's a degree, or that's a job, a career that you can pretty much do it anywhere, right? Now imagine being a developer is very similar to that, because you can find a job anywhere in the world. Okay, so it's even better because you could actually get up and say, hey, I want to move to Europe for the next 7-8 months. I'm going to work remotely. You can do that. Okay. Hey, I want to go and backpack all throughout Asia, right? I want to travel through South Africa, then go back to Europe, and then come back to South America, right? Have a whole year of just traveling. You can do that. You can work for yourself. You can work at home. You can work from your office, from the beach, wherever the hell you want to be at. Okay. So again, this is something that you can't really do with other careers, right? Most careers, you got to go into work 9 to 5. Okay. Not saying that every developer job is remotely, but you do have the option to choose those type of jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy who does construction, he can't just say, well, I'm going to choose to go work at the construction site today. And you know what? 2 months from now, I'm going to apply to a job where I could build a house remotely. You can't do that, right? You have to go to the job site. You have to go in there, put on your hard hat. You got to go in there and work under the sun, and you got to build a house. Again, that's just an example that I'm putting out there. But, you can't really do that with any other career, okay? And that's the beauty of becoming a developer. The fact that you have those options. Now, what I do here on this channel, CodingPhase, if you're still not subscribed or you are subscribed, right? Some of you guys might know, might not know. What I do here is I literally like share my story. I share my, my progress, right? I share everything from me being broke, from me living with my moms, to me getting my own place, to me freaking buying my own house, right? To me now doing different investments. You know what I'm saying? And all of those things that I share here, you'll see the progress literally from me becoming a developer. And all of you guys can do the same thing. Like, I'm not special. I'm not, I'm just some regular random dude that you probably just saw here on YouTube, right? I'm just a regular guy just like yourself. So for me, it's just like, man, I just like to share the good things about becoming a developer, because nobody else is talking about it, right? Nobody else that I feel like I could relate to. I could say, you know what, man, this guy looks like me, or this guy reminds me of me, or reminds me of one of my friends, or etc. Like, I don't see that, right? So I have to be the face of this and share the good things that happens when you become a developer. And I have to share this and, and just basically lead by example. Everything that I do here, I come back and I share it with you guys to make sure that you can see this is what happens when you become a developer. So you can see and see the vision, right? And all of the things that I've done in over the years, I mean, I've been learning, I learned how to code in 2011. Like now we're in 2012, 2020, and we're in 2020, right? And like literally, all the things that I'm doing now, there's guys that came in here to codingphase.com and they learn how to code, right? They learned in 2017 when I first started doing my YouTube channel. They learned how to code, they got their jobs, and now in 2020, 3 years later, 2 years later, they're like literally neck to neck with me. You know what I'm saying? So everything that took me 8 years to learn, trial and error and all of those things, there's guys right now doing that 2 years, at 3 years, which is great, because this is why I'm here for. This is why I'm here, to share this knowledge and to share my experience. So the things that has taken me longer, because I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have somebody I could look up to, I didn't have somebody that I can relate to, somebody that I can ask questions to, right? I didn't have that. So all of the things that I've accomplished has been 100% by myself, with no help, nobody to look up to, nobody to ask questions, right? But I come here and I share those things with you guys, so you guys can expedite this and, you know, go through the whole process, right? I focus on making sure that you guys get jobs. I focus on making sure that you guys learn the technologies and the things that's important for you guys to get paid right away. Okay? You know, I'm sorry if I always mention money, if I always mention wealth, or I always mention you got to make some money. But the truth is, like, you can't pay your bills. You can't, you know, go to the store, buy some food. You can't pay your rent. You can't do any of those things with a hug and a kiss. You know, maybe some of you that might be, you know, really good looking with the fatties and all of that, right? Maybe you guys could scheme it, right? But the average person can't just be like, well, I'm cute, I don't have to pay my rent, here's a kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do that. So we have to work. We have to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, it might be some beautiful girl out there, you know, some Instagram thotty that can do that. But, you know, ain't nobody flying me to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? So I have to work. You know, I have to work. I have to be a hardworking man. And if I'm going to work, I need to literally, like, get paid the most amount that I can for my work. Okay? I'd rather be working in this than me working at another job doing minimum wage, where I won't be able to grow as a person and I won't be able to grow financially to help my family. Okay? Everybody that's here has family members, has friends, has people that they wish they could help, but in reality, you're not in a position to help nobody. You got to help yourself first. Okay? Once you're able to help yourself, then from there you can help other people's. Right now, I'm in a position where I can help other people's. Thank God. But before that, I had to worry about myself. I needed to figure out, how am I going to be able to survive in this world? How am I going to be able to make some money in this world? Right? Especially when you're an immigrant, especially when you're coming from zero, when you have no pillow, nobody left you a house. Your parents didn't leave you a house. We're like, well, hey, little Billy, hey, little Joe, your grandma died and she left us her home, which is worth $800, and we'll split it up between the grandkids. Ain't nobody leaving shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to make it on my own. So all of my decisions come in like business decisions. I come in and I say, what's the thing that's gonna be most profitable for me? How can I make the most income as possible, and how can I do it quick, right? How can I do it the quickest way? And development is the only thing that I've found that you can do it, right? Everything else that I've seen, you either need to have like a big investment, right? If you want to sell products on Shopify, like drop shipping, or you want to do Amazon FBA, or you want to do eBay, or you want to get into real estate, or you want to get into anything, you're going to need a big investment, right? With development, you're almost getting everything for free. You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to code, you can go ahead and practice on websites like Free Code Camp. That's 100% for free, right? You could go to CodingPhase.com, where we teach you everything that you need to learn how to code and to get a job, right? Literally for like $20. Like, what type of investment is that, bro? Like, all you need is a laptop and $20 in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see any other career that's out there that you're gonna get those opportunities, just like how you're getting it here in the tech industry, man. So my advice is, take advantage of this opportunity. Go in, man. Go in. There's a lot of people that have been getting jobs from CodingPhase.com. Yes, it is my business. Yes, it is my website. But I'll be honest with you, I don't even care what you learned. Go learn somewhere, right? You could come here and say, you know what? Let me try